Buzz is currently being brought to you by Zetagrid, Australia's award-winning provider of on-demand IT infrastructure for businesses that want reliability, speed and flexibility.
Welcome back to The Buzz. Great to have your company. Are you using the hashtag #TheBuzz? If you do, we'll read the tweets out just like this.
Well, we've got a lot of tweets, actually, as I was scrolling through during the break. I don't know where to start. I'll start with one from Michael Gosney, who says, theconversation.com/au is a great site. There's also a WA-based one, which is snwa.net.au. Gareth says, so is the new guy there to try and balance out the excessive hair on Jason Jordan and Cooksphere.
Yes.
Perth Ninja has sore nipples.
Lovely. And
also Carl's Shadow of a Dream says password help for different sites can use a PW manager such as LastPass,
LastPass.
which we spoke about last year. And apparently the buzz is trending in Australia.
Hey! All right, we're doing all right. Well, we like that. That's very good.
I find it hard to believe, but I'm happy to accept it.
Yes. Now, if you do use hashtag #TheBuzz on Twitter, we will read your tweets out, preferably this evening.
We may not, though. We're not going to read all of them out.
Depends how good it is, really.
Yeah, make it funny.
Or witty or stupid or just really nasty. Either which way, Aaron has more apps for us to look at now. I like this one. Aussie Farmers Direct, Aaron.
Aussie Farmers. I just want to clarify that bald thing that was sent through. That could be nice. I'm balding.
Balding.
And it's by choice.
No ing left on that.
It's by choice. Apparently my testosterone is through the roof, or actually through my hair. Okay, well, the first one I want to talk about is a great thing for Aussie farmers. I will discuss later the funding behind it. It's an incredible amount of money they've raised. It's called Aussie Farmers Direct.
All right, now what we'll get you to do, Aaron, is we're having a problem at the moment connecting your phone up to our system so that we can actually see what's on your screen. So as we switch back to us, we've got someone fixing that
Just
problem.
while you're padding, do you know anything about the Farmers Direct site? Is it directly from the farmers themselves?
No,
is this going to like a cooperative or something like that?
I don't know. Does Aaron know?
Do you know, Aaron?
From what I understand, farmers can have it on there, but it has been registered or it has been assisted by the federal government, which gave them $60 million, and our own Colin Barnett chipped in $5 million. How's that?
All right.
So I'm going to explain how it works. So I've got your phone actually, Jason, which is fantastic. Your mum would like her to call you back. Would like you to call her back, which is great. So you go into, I think it's your mum anyway. She said something, I won't read that out. Anyway, so if you click in, you can actually find about them. So there you go, a little bit of about us. Who are we? Well, how about we have a look? There you go. Aussie Farmers Direct is an Australian-owned, award-winning home delivery food business and one of Australia's fastest-growing franchises. So I get the idea that you're actually dealing with probably the co-ops rather than the farmers themselves.
So that's going to bring the price down a bit, I'm sure.
It is. Well, you get to deal with them direct, which is great. Kind of like eBay. I think it's like eBay for farmers. So you get to go straight to the farmer. What would you get at night time? Or what would you get regularly?
On some eggs.
Eggs.
I'm not paying $5 for that.
How about we go straight into the eggs? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go shop. And there you go. Eggs are there. There you go. And you can actually choose free range. $5.95. That's not bad. That's about average pricing. But $3.50 for the free range. Half a dozen there. And, of course, you get caged eggs. But no one eats caged eggs anymore, let's be honest. $4.20. So you can actually deal directly with the farmers, which is fantastic. It gets delivered. It's a beautiful app. I like it because it gives the farmers a little bit more money in their pocket.
And how much does that one cost, Aaron?
Well, this is your phone, as I said, so it's free. Because I wasn't going to buy you an app. That wasn't going to happen.
We like free. Free's cheap, and I tell you what, free stuff is good, particularly if your rent is too high.
Exactly. And it's like making a donation. You actually take Coles and you actually take all the other people that are in the middle that are hurting the farmers out of the equation. You know, I don't want to offend Coles or anyone like that, but you do take the supermarket out of the equation and deal straight to the with the farmer, which a lot of people like. I like that. I like that a lot.
All right, time for us to check out another video clip, and you'll recognise this guy.
Just quickly before we play it,
all right.
Perth median rent prices this week, $540. So this is a very timely kind of
timely video
message.
If rent ain't too high in your state, something is high somewhere. Come and run with me. Rent is too damn high. I say the rent is too damn high. I'm Jimmy McMillan, 2013. I'm running for mayor. Come and run with me because the rent is too damn high. I say the rent is too damn high. I'm Jimmy McMillan, 2013. I'm running for mayor. Come and run with me. It's been 2 long years since I came
Oh,
on the
I
scene.
do like seeing memes come to life.
I love the way it all melds into one thing. So a meme becomes a song, becomes a celebrity, gets television play.
And then more memes come of that again.
Absolutely, brilliant.
Feeds on itself. All right, now, one thing I wanted to discuss tonight is the time difference between Western Australia and the eastern states, and the effect that that has on social media and television in general. I'll give you an example. The winner of My Kitchen Rules, whether you like the show or not is besides the point. For the sake of this argument...
And you love it, just for
No,
the
no, I
record.
don't actually. I'm not a big fan. But anyway, it went to air 2 hours earlier than what we saw it in WA. So
Yep.
anybody that was on social media that has
Yep.
an interest in MKR found out who the winner was 2 hours before the show even started in Western Australia.
Yep.
Now, I asked the question, if Foxtel can be the same all over Australia and ABC News 24 can be the same all over Australia, why can't the bloody networks, the free-to-air networks, finally come to an understanding that the times have changed and that these days social media means that we're all in the same time zone?
But the problem you're going to have is if we have a look at Sunrise or the Today Show, the morning shows, they'll be finishing at 7 a.m. They'll then be playing the next program, the late morning program later on. So they will lose advertising revenue because the big advertisers want to advertise in the Today Show. They don't want to advertise in the morning show with David Rain.
I hear you, but what's going to end up happening is that not only are we downloading stuff from the United States now, people will start downloading stuff from the eastern states so that they can watch it, number one, without adverts, but number two, at the time of their choosing.
Look, what we're seeing is we can't have every TV station in the world working off Greenwich Mean Time.
I think
So everything's
we
played at the same time. What we're seeing is the death of an old medium. We're seeing television will lose because it can't do that. It's
Well,
impossible
television's
to do
telling
that.
you when you can watch something. Even The Buzz, we're telling you that you've got to watch it on a Tuesday at 7 p.m.
However, you can watch it on the internet. There are various places you
On
can watch it.
YouTube?
It is posted up on YouTube later on, but you're right, for now, live. So the only real thing I think live TV, much like many other of the old school mediums need to do, is work on bringing it back to live and
Live
local.
and local, just like we do here at West TV. If you've got some thoughts on that, just tweet them and use #TheBuzz, and if we can, with the remaining time on the show, we'll read some of those out as well. Aaron, back to you. You're going to tell us about how, as a terrorist, we can see where all the planes in the sky are.
I have. Guys, have you ever been out, had your phone in your back pocket and you thought to yourself, can't find my plane? Where's my plane? Well, I have an app for you. What you've got to do is you've got to go to the App Store, download it for free again. I'm on Jason's phone. And you actually have, well, there's no planes flying, apparently. You actually have, it's called Plane Finder. And what you can actually do is tune in to real planes that are really flying. So if you live in Guildford, you can actually find out exactly what plane. I'll click on a little plane here, and I can actually see that Virgin. There you go. So if you're in Guildford, you would know. I've got a Virgin plane going over me. Ring up Richard, complain. And you can actually, if you're a terrorist, as you touched on, Jason, this is a great app for you that you can actually communicate with the planes and find out the best Qantas flying, unnormal. But it's actually a pretty cool app, and I did ask you about it before the show. Now, you tell me, you assure me that these planes are actually in the air.
Absolutely.
As
And
we
I've
speak.
actually used this application because where I live is under the flight path as well, and I've used the app to actually find out what the aircraft are that are flying over. And
So
the
you can
cool
complain
thing-
like a granny?
No, I don't complain. We chose to buy there.
Well, that's the thing. I reckon, and it's the same with people who live next to a pub and complain about the noise. I reckon if you ring up and complain about plane noise when you brought underneath an airport, they should make the planes fly over your house specifically.
You haven't brought your soapbox with you tonight. But he's
I'm
still
sitting on it.
soapboxing.
But guys, there is some seriousness to this app. Say if you were going to pick up your friend from the airport and you wanted to make sure the plane was on time, or if your friend's plane went down exactly where he was last, you could just head there. I'll come to 2J, pick you up. But it is a great app. It tells you all about the plane, the size, as you can see, how fast it's going, which is pretty cool.
So this one's called Plane Finder.
Plane
and
Finder.
Free of charge.
Free, it's on your phone. It's free.
We like that beautifully.
It's a beautiful, it actually is a great... Now, talking about planes, if you don't mind me, and terrorists, linking those together, here's a nice segue for you. Watch this clip.
Picking the right actor to play Obama, that was the challenge. I mean, who is Obama really? We don't know. And as it turns out, the answer was right in front of me all along. Daniel Day-Lewis.
The hardest part, trying to understand his motivations. I mean, why did he pursue healthcare first? What makes him tick? Why doesn't he get mad? If I were him, I'd be mad all the time. But I'm not him. I'm Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's Daniel Day-Lewis. What an actor.
He's incredible, isn't he?
Just goes on and on.
I'd like to see him combine Obama and that dude from My Left Foot together. That would be an amazing
Beautiful thing. All right, White House correspondence is actually a global trend at the moment. They've just had the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and I've seen some of the video clips from it. That particular clip was from it. Very funny. Conan O'Brien, as always, hosting is just hilarious. So if you do get the opportunity to check out Conan's hosting and Obama's bits, and there was more than just that, make sure you do it. But interestingly enough, let's just go to my iPad here. We've had a few comments that have come in from notables in the United States. Sarah Palin is one of them, who says that White House Correspondents' Dinner was pathetic. The rest of Australia is out there working our asses off while these DC-ass clowns throw themselves a nerd prom.
People got angry about this. Ben White, Morning Money Ben, for the love of God, can we stop with the WHCD pics? Okay, you were somewhere near Clooney. Here is your Medal of Freedom, now shut it.
Okay, and Politico, that's a well-known political website in the US, says, Obama on serious note at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. If anybody thought lately newspapers were a thing of the past, all you had to do was pick up the Boston Globe, of course referring there to the bombings that happened recently. But it's really interesting to see politicians taking the mickey out of themselves at an event like this. They do it every year.
Oh, yeah, well, I guess so. You tend to wonder whether the President of America really should have that much spare time, but I suppose it's good for them to let their hair down every now and again.
All right, now you've got a trend around Tornado Week.
Have I?
Well, I was hoping so.
A trend around Tornado Week?
All right, well, we'll just leave that one aside then. And what we might do is go straight to our next sting, which, this one's for Simon Heidsick. It's a cat on a bike.
I think so. I think the ultimate hipster is having a cat on you.
With the little twirl at the end of it?
Yeah, just having a cat.
You're not going to try for that? Because you could do it. Just little twirls on the end?
I might do.
You should.
Give it a shot.
I'll
do that downstairs. I can do it upstairs as well.
Now, because Candace isn't here, I thought this evening you and I might give out some who to follows on Twitter.
I have a funny tweet about that too later, but we'll read that out.
Well, you can bring it on. We've only got about a minute of the show left. So Perth Walkabout, at Perth Walkabout, if you want to take a look, is the Insider's Guide to Perth. And you'll find that there's some very interesting tweets happening here about...
Interesting
tweets happening here about things that are happening all around Perth. Now, you can actually see here on the screen some of the tweets that are happening. And it'll even notify you about things like if there's free entry to the Perth Zoo. So it's worth following. They don't tweet that much, so it's not going to pollute your stream. But at the same time, I think it's a very valuable one to be following.
The one I've got is at Transperth. And strangely enough, the only people they're following are main roads, by the way, so don't expect them to follow you back. But there's a bit of humour, the kind of humour you would expect from a bus driver, no less, but a bit of humour. For instance, Transperth, Black Sabbath concert. You don't have to be paranoid to worry about the traffic and parking hassles. Well, because a Black Sabbath song is called Paranoid.
Oh,
Jason. Anyway, West Coast and Western Bulldogs. What's the best way to catch a bulldog? Use public transport.
Public transport, all right. And my last one here from Liz Sheehan at Perth Breakfast. Another very interesting one. Do follow it. Liz does tweet quite a bit, but it's always very interesting and very, very entertaining. We're about done. We're completely out of time. Thank you so much for watching this evening. You can continue the conversation by using the hashtag #TheBuzz.
I just wanted to say, Richard Bard tweeted that Candace is bound and gagged in the studio somewhere. Candace tweeted, send help.
Send help. Aaron, thank you very much for helping us out this evening in the absence of the delightful Candace.
Thank you very much to both of you. By the way, I have been accessing your phone. You're a crazy man, Mr. Jordan. You're a